Hello, everyone. Welcome, travel agents helping each other. It's Friday. No, it's Thursday. Yeah, days are going by. Yeah, it is Thursday, and we have a session that we actually postponed from last week. We had to reschedule, but I'm glad we finally were able to do it. We have Michelle with Palace Resorts. Hi, Michelle.
Hi,
How are you?
thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you for spending the time, maybe about a half an hour, 45 minutes with us. Um,
I'm happy to be here. We have so much going on, so I'm glad that I'm able to grab you guys for a half hour and give you all of the updates.
Wonderful. So we're starting to gather up people. If you are live, let us know. Post, I think we have a few people already. I saw a comment from Fior. Yes, hi, Fior. And yeah, we have a few people coming in as well. So just let us know. Let us know if you're live, and we will go ahead and start. If you have any questions for Michelle for Palace Resorts, she'll introduce herself. She'll tell you guys the territory and where you can reach your BDM at your host or your territory. So Michelle, start and let us know about Palace.
Sure. So I'm Michele Fitzgerald. I'm the BDM for New York and Connecticut, for Palace Resorts and Leblanc Spa Resorts as well. So we're located in Mexico and Jamaica. You may know us from maybe Moon Palace or Sun Palace or Leblanc in Cancun, but we actually have 11 different properties. So we kind of have something for everyone from Mega Moon Palace to little small Isla Mujeres 62 guest rooms. So we kind of do have something for everybody, and we take pride in that. And obviously, Leblanc is our separate brand. This is going to be our 5-star high end, full butler service, adult only. And then Palace will be more of your family friendly, lots of activities, very high energy. So they're a little different vibes, but yeah, I do both. And like I said, I'm only the BDM in New York and Connecticut, but like Roy said, we can connect you with your BDM as well. So we have BDMs all over the US.
Yeah, thank you. And I see we have a few more people, and we have Nancy here for the first time. Welcome, Nancy, to the group, and welcome to our live session. Um, so I've been seeing regarding I've known about Palace Resorts for a long time. I've visited I think most of the properties, um, and the current promotion right now that just gets extended, and there's just got extended yesterday about the 2-for-1. Can you tell us a
Mm-hmm.
little bit about the current promotion, and then we'll talk a little bit more about product.
Sure, yeah. So the 2-for-1 is a wonderful promotion. It's been very well received. Essentially, how it works is if you book 4 nights or more at any of our properties, you get a complimentary night for the equal amount of time. So me and Roy were discussing it actually prior to getting on here. How does that actually work? You can use it consecutively. So you can use it back to back. You can use it at the same time. You can use it for a friend or your family member, or you can use it later in the year. So basically, between booking to travel before December 20th, you'll have 2 rooms for the price of one.
Okay. So when you say back to back, so if I book 4 nights for myself, I get extra 4 nights. I can put them right after my vacation. So technically, I'm paying for four, but I'm getting 8 nights.
Exactly. That's exactly how it works. I mean, you can do the same thing if you want to run them. So say you have a family of 6, they need 2 rooms. Well, you can just pay for 1 room and they can travel at the same time. Or you
Okay.
can use them back to back. Or you can say, you know what, I want a vacation in September and then I want one also early December, and you can use it that way as well. The great thing is that you don't only have to use it at one property. So say you want to go in September to Jamaica, and then in December you'd rather go to Cancun, you can actually use them at any of our properties.
Oh, and can I do again like a continuation? Can I do 4 nights here and then move to another? Oh, that's
Yep,
interesting. Now I can't do
absolutely.
a family room and have it 50% off, right?
No, no, it's 1 room, but you can always request that they're next to each other. And you want to do any request like that specific request, you can obviously do it through your system, but you want to send that to your BDM as well, because we obviously can kind of push for those special requests on property.
Okay. So, and in addition to the 2-for-1, you guys have an ongoing promotion. If no one, don't know about the product regarding the credits, that hasn't changed, right?
The resort credit has not changed. I don't know. I don't know what that will look like for the upcoming year, the next year. But as of right now, the first room in that 2-for-1 promotion will get the resort credit. The free room does not, but the first room will.
And to make it a little more difficult, if I do a continuation and I haven't finished my 1,500 or the amount that I have, it ends on when I check out of the first reservation, or
no? So it's a little bit different. So you're right. You do have two different reservation numbers, but you will, if you're staying at the same property, be able to use those resort credits through. If you switch properties,
you get the card, right? You have the card, so I can just keep going and keep using it if I'm on the same property, same trip.
Yes, exactly. So you can use it as long as you stay at the same property. You can use it. If you switch properties, unfortunately, the resort credit is null the second half of the week.
Okay. And can I use it? Because I know with the old promotion or the regular promotion with the credit, if you don't use it, you can transfer it or use it again, right? Within a year?
Yes.
Can I come back a month or two after on my free and transfer it on the free, or that doesn't work?
It's not transferable on the free room, unfortunately, unless you stay, like I said, consecutively.
All right. I just want to make sure so our agents don't have any issues.
No, of course.
They're aware of everything on the details. I think it's a great promotion, great way to get a better price and all. I see that we have more people that have joined. Hi, Sharon, Tony. Tony wasn't too late today. That's good. And we have Julie and Kim. Hi, everyone. Let us know that you're here. If you have any questions, if you've sold Palace Resort with the new promotion, let us know what people think. What they did. Maybe they brought another family to travel with them. Are they doing 2 trips in 2020, or maybe just a longer one? Let's see. We have a question from Sharon. She's asking if the hotel go by capacity. Capacity. I think she means for the free. So if you booked 5-6 nights and then you get a free and you want to rebook it, how do we check availability? How do we actually utilize that free?
Sure. So say, I don't know who you guys traditionally book through. Who's your tour operator? Does it change depending on who uses it, or do you guys stick by one specific tour operator?
It's flexible. I think I saw the Vacation Express has your promotion. I haven't seen it with too many, but I know of course you can always book on Palace Pro.
Absolutely, yes. So that's what I was going to say. So you can book however you traditionally book if they have the promotion, or you can go on Palace Pro Agents. And I encourage you all to sign up on Palace Pro Agents anyways, because that's how we get your information for your BDM. So for FAM updates, for your comp rooms, to register your bookings, etc. But you can book directly through Palace Pro Agents as well, which is great because once you're on there, you can take that booking number or your booking number from your tour operator or whatever. And there's an area where you can just fill out. It's a pretty simple sheet. You just says, here's the booking number, here's the name, here's the dates and the property that they want to use it. So super straightforward form. It's just like booking another room night, but it's just comped.
Okay. And Kim was asking when does it end? Right now, Michelle has a feeling that the last extension, so it's going to end on July 21st, right?
Yep. I would love if it got extended again, because for my specific territory, I'm just finally seeing an uptick in bookings. I know New York and Connecticut, New Jersey has been a little bit behind on the travel curve. But that's everywhere. Things are up and down. But in general, I just got 3 bookings last night on this promotion. So I'm finally seeing it. So I'm hoping that it gets extended, but right now it's the 21st.
Yeah, so you have the weekend, you have again until the 21st. When is the 21st? 21st is Tuesday. So you have until Tuesday right now. We don't know if it'll get extended. Michelle has a feeling it won't. So make sure that you try and push that promotion. It sounds like a great offer. So we were also talking. What about occupancy right now on the properties and procedures during our client stay?
Sure. So we have so many things in place from the minute that your clients are getting off the airport, like from the sanitization of our vans to switching from buffet to all a la carte. There's a ton of things that we have in place on property for COVID. So basically occupancy will be at 65% max capacity. And in the restaurants, it will be 50% capacity. So, and that's the same with all of any of our public spaces. So pools, you know, any activities, things like that. It's all going to be 50%. Hotel will be 65. So, it's great though. I have actually one of our BDMs is there right now, and she's been live streaming a lot. I mean, they have everybody who's working there has masks on. They change it every half hour or hour. And the colors change, so you can see that the masks are changing. In the room, everybody has little safety kits with like hand sanitizer and masks and all that, so they can use that if they want to. Yeah, there's a ton going on. And I really encourage you to visit Palace Pro Agents, or, you know, maybe, I don't know if I can like add something in here, but in the chat, but there's a video, Palace, Purely Palace, and that goes over all of the things that we're doing from check-in to check-out.
If you want, you can send me the link, and later when I post it, and later when I edit the video, I can put it in. I can plug the link, so people will.
I'll definitely send that to you, because I have a few other things that I'd like to send to you as well. So like maybe some shareables and the BDM contacts for everybody as well. So
wonderful.
I'll make sure that you guys get all of that.
Okay, and you said 50% of the restaurants, and the buffets are closed. It's all a la carte?
It's a la carte right now. I don't know when or if that's going to change, but yeah, right now they're doing a la carte dining.
Okay. Sharon is asking, what happens if you use the second room in November or December, but you can't travel? I mean, you'd probably answer it yourself. It's a free night. It's a free stay. If you didn't use it, you lost it, right?
Yes, essentially it needs to be used by December 20th. So unfortunately, the thing is that it's a flex booking, so you can change the date. So like, you know, if maybe they want to travel in September, but maybe they don't, and they booked for September, but they don't feel confident traveling it, then they can bump it to December or something like that. But it needs to be before that December 20th date in order to take advantage of the promotion.
If for some reason we book the first stay in beginning of December and they still can't go and we have to push it to January, we can still push it. They're just not going to qualify. They're not going to get the free nights, the next stay.
I think probably for the first night, I don't know off the top of my head. Okay. So I'd have to check on that for you. But I know it's not, what I will say is that I do know it's non-refundable. So like shifting days potentially, but full cancellation with a refund is not on this promotion. Okay. Not applicable on this promotion.
I understand. Okay. We have Kim Wilt, that was with you on a fam together at Leblanc, Cabo last year.
So fun. Hi.
I told you we're going to have people here that you know for sure.
Yes, I know. I saw somebody give me a shout out from Survivor. Thank you for watching. That's so fun.
Let's see what else. What about, I know some of the reservation, we talked about Leblanc. We have some new properties that you just recently opened, renovating, some new plans for, well, it's not next year, but the following. Give us a little bit more information about what's to come and what changed.
Sure, yeah. So right now we have 10 out of our 11 properties are open, with the exception of Sun Palace. So we just underwent at Sun Palace a massive renovation. It reopened early January, I want to say, and then COVID hit. So we are just taking the time to make sure that everything is perfect there, and then we're going to reopen that. But we also underwent $30 million in renovations at Leblanc in Cancun. as well as obviously Leblanc and Los Cabos opened within the past 2 years as well. Our next project is a Moon Palace in Punta Cana. This will be massive. It'll be 21 restaurants and bars. Picture the Moon Palace in Cancun. It'll be the same, they're very similar, and except that this will be a high rise. So we're super excited about it, which will open up the possibility of oceanfront rooms, which is pretty hard to come by in Punta Cana. So we're super excited. It's going to be right next to Hard Rock. So if you're familiar with that beach in that area, that's where we'll be located.
Okay. So it's quite unique. I've heard you said a high rise. First of all, it's a new build, which is exciting, and a high rise for a Moon Palace. I don't know how you can compare the Moon Palace Cancun to the Moon Palace Punta Cana with that being a high rise, but that would be interesting to see. I bet the views are going to be gorgeous. With
Yeah.
I think you said 21 floors possibly. So
no, it's going to be I believe 12 floors. I believe 12. Yep. 21 restaurants and bars. So it's going to be a lot of dining options. A bunch of pools. So it's going to be fun. We're very excited about it. I think something that Palace prides ourselves on is our food as well. And so we're trying to bring a little bit of elevated dining to Punta Cana, which, as somebody who travels to Punta Cana a lot, I think we could use. We can use a foodie destination as well. So I think it will be great. We are super excited about it. It's projected to be 2022. So hopefully everything's on track. I haven't heard anything telling me it's not on track. So TBD, but
keep an eye out. 2022, or there's no schedule right now?
No, there's no schedule right now. I don't really know. I haven't really heard any updates.
Yeah, I'm sure there's probably been a little bit delays with everything that's going on. So yeah, I don't think right now occupancy is a problem anyway. So, but no. It's good. It's good to have something in the plan. Plan forward. Did we talk about the agent promotions? I
don't think we did. So basically, I mean, you guys probably are familiar with this if you have ever been on Palace Pro Agents, but we basically encourage you, if you haven't booked direct, to then register your bookings at Palace Pro Agents, where you will get complimentary for every room that you book. You get complimentary nights for yourself to use. We obviously have travel agent rates. We have co-branded marketing materials for you as well as your BDM resource. So a ton of bunch of agent incentives, bunch of FAMs. So be sure to reach out. Be sure to register on there, because that's how your BDM is going to get in contact with you as well.
Someone's asking, when is Sun Palace scheduled to open? I think it opened already. Wasn't it January, or it's closed?
It reopened after we underwent the renovations, but it's the only property that we don't have reopened right now. And I don't know a scheduled time when that's going to reopen. I don't know if it's like employee, like we might have moved some employees over, I'm not sure. I don't really know why it's not fully open, but I love Sun Palace so much.
Sun Palace is adults, pretty much adults only, right? Or
it's adults only. Yep. So it's located in Cancun Hotel Zone, and it's beautiful. The renovations are stunning. So I'm eager to get there. And as soon as it opens, I'm going to plan a fam there. That's my goal.
Okay. Nice. Again, if anyone has any questions, please post them below. Actually wanted to share something. Not my last vacation, because I travel. I used to travel quite a bit. But one of my last trips, I think, was last April. I went to the Moon Palace Grand, and we had an amazing time with the family. I actually had a picture that I wanted to use here as at first as a background. Oh
my God. So fun.
I took all the pictures with, normally when you go on vacation, it's beach and everything, but we had so much fun at the slides and the gaming, and of course the ice cream and all the food.
Oh my God, the ice cream. I'm dreaming of that ice cream. Oh my God.
And the bowling, and we used all the, of course, the credit. We took the credit. we've been several times to the Moon Palace. We personally really like the property. It is massive. It has its advantages and disadvantages, in terms of location, beach, size, everything. But if you're into a mega resort, and it is, I think, the largest all-inclusive in general, right, in the world. I think
it's very large. It's very large because you know what? It's Moon Palace and then the Grand at Moon Palace. If you combine them, it's two separate properties, but when you combine them, because they are next to each other and the Grand can go over to Moon, it's huge. Yeah. And Moon is separated into two separate resorts as well, Sunrise and the Zouk. So it's a very big property. I'm glad you stayed at the Grand, and I'm so biased. I love the Grand. It's super fun. Like you said, there's bowling, bumper cars, mini golf. Like, I am somebody who usually just pops myself on a beach chair, and that's the extent of trips for me. But when I'm there, I'm like a kid in a candy shop. Like, I go and I play all the things. I do the bowling. It's so fun. Right. It's really, really, and so for kids, and all kids are under 17 and our properties are free. So that's a great selling point as well.
Yeah, and my boys right now are 9 and 11. They had an amazing time last year in April. Something that we need to mention, if agents are not aware, again, there is a resort credit that you get currently. It's still it's still a promotion. Remember that when you spend the credit, there is a service charge on top of it. So just make sure that your clients are aware of it. Is it 17, 18? It changes.
It's 16%. So yeah, so essentially, so if you book, I want to say how much did you get?
I think it's 5-6 nights. You get
1,500, which you can use towards spa, photography, excursions, bowling, anything extra, chef's dinner, tequila tasting. So there's a lot of options on how you can use that. You can go on the app and see all the capabilities and how you can use it.
We did a few tours. We went to the water park next to it. We have, I think the bowling is like $70, which again, 16%. So you pay about $12 or $11 for a game for an hour. We had a really good time, and again, I know that for clients that I sent, they really enjoyed it. Victoria is asking, she's never booked any of the resorts. Where can she find more information about Palace?
So I am happy to schedule a webinar if you'd like. I mean, this is kind of casual. We're just going over promotions and what we're doing mid-COVID and all of that. But I'm happy to set up a date and time for a webinar if you guys want to log in, and I can just go over like all of the properties. Like I said, they're so different. Like, you went to the Grand and you said it has its pros and cons. For somebody who wants a high energy property that has all of the bells and whistles, Moon is going to be the right fit for them, and the Grand is going to be the right fit. But if you're somebody like me who usually just wants to plop on a beach chair, we have properties for that as well. So it's nice to go through all 11 and see the different personalities that they have, and you can vet your clients and figure out what the right fit for them would be. So I'm happy to set up a webinar. I do them about once a week traditionally, but I can set one up just with you guys. Or your BDM obviously always has webinars as well, probably once or twice a week. So
if you have the time, I'm sure we'd love to set something up at the platform that you're using, and we'll get people interested. And I'm seeing the comments, and again, I've heard also the the rumors about right now with the resort credit is going away August 1st. I mean, again, that's all a reason to try and book within the next couple of weeks. I don't know if it'll go.
Oh, is that they gave a date on that? That's why I said I didn't know how long it was going to be going on for. Yeah, I heard that. Well, there's other things in the works. What I will say is that there's other things in the works, and I think I can only say so much. But just because one thing is getting taken away does not. I think the benefits outweigh actually the cons of this.
So hopefully we should see a new promotion coming up in August that will be different, or okay.
It's a price restructuring.
Okay.
Basically.
So we might have a base that doesn't include and something that will include, or something like that.
Yep, we'll release it and we'll let you guys know.
Okay.
But I think
I'm trying
ultimately,
to get the scoop, but she's.
I know. I'm like, oh, why? Don't push me. I have a big mouth, so I'm like not supposed to say anything.
All right. We'll wait.
Okay.
We have about 2 weeks. You have 2 weeks to sell with the resorts, and I'm sure in about a week or so we'll get more information, so we'll
Yep,
be able to
absolutely.
offer it. Um,
I
someone.
know people were wanting to discuss some of the activities. So at all of our properties, one of what I would encourage for you and to encourage your clients as well, make sure that you're downloading the Palace and Leblanc apps, because when you get there, that's where you'll be able to see everything going on at all times. So any type of entertainment, live music, when things are open, restaurants, all of that will be through the app. So encourage your clients to do that. But there's a ton. There's shows every single night. We have nightclubs, day clubs, bumper car bowling, mini golf, full water park. It just depends really on what property you guys are staying at for what activities are included.
Yeah. I'm seeing. I think I saw someone asking again regarding the activities. Is it the activities you can use with the credit or the activities on property? Um, booked.
Well, activities you could use with the credit is like, and it depends on if you're in Ocho Rios or if you're in Mexico or if you're in
Right.
Cancun or Cabo. But like, for instance, there's Tulum, there's Dolphin,
Yeah,
the
the sort of
Dolphin excursion.
Chichen Itza. You could go to. You could do the water park. There's some water activities as well. There are a lot of options. It's not everything. There are certain things that won't be covered, but there's enough. And for sure, if it's someone's 1 to 5 times in Mexico, they can still find something that they haven't done before.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's definitely something for everybody.
And the
I
spa.
would use it
Don't
all in
forget
the
the
spa
spa.
if I could, but you know,
Yeah, spa. I think up to $500.
500. Yeah. So it's like basically usually like two like massages or massage facial, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Someone is asking about groups. Do you want to talk about groups and weddings?
I think they're asking if I'm the Michelle that they probably
Yes.
have been in touch with in the groups department.
You're not.
No, they're actually located in Mexico. I'm just the business development manager, so I just work with travel agents in my territory. But we do have, obviously, we really specialize in weddings and groups. That's something that Palace is very big on, and we have our own in-groups wedding coordinators, and everything is on property, so we don't really outsource much. We no longer do like collections. Everything's going to be fully customizable. So we have a ton of things going on in the wedding department as well. So many specials. And usually, like if you guys hop in one of my webinars, I'll do a little bit more of like a deep dive in like the structuring of the weddings and groups.
But yeah, it is. Again, there are some resorts that are massive that can fit so many people, conventions, and some that are, more intimate, smaller. We've used Cozumel Palace for scuba, a group that went scuba.
Yeah.
I think they don't really have like a sandy beach. It's just like a drop, we'll call it, but it's perfect if you're looking to snorkel and scuba.
Exactly. Well, Cozumel is known for snorkel and scuba, right? So it's a really good, if you have clients who are looking to go there, that property is every room is an oceanfront. It's beautiful. But yeah, you basically have like a ladder, like steps that lead right into the water. It's absolutely stunning. And I'm a diver, so for me, it's great. And you can use your resort credit towards dive as well.
Right. It's unique. I don't think you can, if you're staying on another property, you can't. It's just if you're staying on that property, right? You can utilize for the scuba.
You can use, so if you go to any of our properties, you can go, if you stay at any of our properties, you can go to any of them. So even if you're staying in Playa del Carmen at Playa Car, you can just take the ferry over and go snorkel for the day. So, or scuba. Yeah.
Okay. Can you still hear me? Yeah, right?
I can hear you. One of my headphones died, so if you can't hear me, let me know.
I can hear you. It's just that I had like a quick glitch for some reason.
I saw that. I was like, oh no. So with me, I'm always the one who has tech issues. So it will never be your fault. Just we can automatically assume it's always going to be me that has the problem.
Okay. So someone is asking, I think you mentioned, but and you said your territory is changing. What is your current territory? Or
so my previous territory was North Jersey, New York, and Connecticut. But I'm shifting just over in New York and Connecticut, and then Brianna, who's South Jersey right now, is going to take all of New Jersey. So I'm just shifting over. If you were in my New Jersey territory, I am sending out an email maybe Monday to pass everything over. It's so sad. I'm devastated. I'm having a very hard time, separation anxiety from my territory. I've worked in it for almost 2 years now. So I have very close relationships with my agents. So it's a sad day, but that's okay.
I'm sure people will get to see you around, with
of course
conferences, or you guys are always anywhere.
We're everywhere.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
everywhere. Yeah, it's fun. I don't even, honestly, if somebody's not in my territory and they really want to go on a fam or something, like I believe we all work together. So, even if I usually will if I have an open spot, I'll reach out to the BDMs and say, hey, you can throw it out to your territory too. So this is not the last that you'll see of me, I'm sure.
So if anyone has any more questions, again, we are kind of summarizing everything, but, Palace Resorts, Leblanc Palace Resort is in Mexico, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, and then Leblanc, 2 spots in Mexico, right? Cancun and Los Cabos.
Yep.
Well,
and Playa del Carmen, Cozumel. So like most of them, like Sun Palace, Beach Palace, all of that, Leblanc is all kind of in that cluster of like Cancun hotel zone. Moon and the Grand is kind of Riviera Maya. And then you have Playa Car. Oh, you have Isla Mujeres too. And then we have, so it's all kind of flying into the Cancun airport over there though. So.
And Sharon, I think on the website on Palace Pro Agents, there's a list of all the BDMs with all the territories, right?
Absolutely. So if you go to the Palace Pro Agents, scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see contacts. BDM will be on there, and it will have a map. And you just basically put in what your territory is, and you can see who your BDM is. And if you don't have a BDM for some reason, or you can't figure it out, my email is mfitzgerald@palaceresorts.com, and you can always email me. I'm happy to answer or direct you to somebody who would be able to help you as well.
And someone just recognized you from Survivor. So, see, we have the celebrities coming on our.
That's it. I'm a Palace by day, Survivor by night. I'm like Superman or something,
So I'm glad we have Michelle Schultz that made that comment. I'm glad, Michelle, that you are learning. We have a lot of agents that are, maybe focused on maybe Disney, Universal, just cruises, and now we're trying to learn more about other products so we'll be able to offer them to our clients. So I'm glad.
Good, and I'm always happy to help. I have so many educational. Like, I honestly, usually I'm out and about meeting you guys face to face, and I love that. But I'm getting very good at Zoom. So I will always Zoom webinar with you. I'm happy to teach you the pros of all-inclusive so that you guys can feel confident talking about our properties and the benefits of all-inclusive. If you don't have your footing quite there yet, it could be a little bit overwhelming. So I'm always happy to help you guys. And yes, the Maryland BDM is Lauren. Yeah.
Wonderful. So yeah, again, you can find it, and we'll try and get Michelle or someone from the organization to try and run maybe a webinar with pictures, videos, and we'll get some information from Michelle that I can post with this video for the people who are watching later. If you watched it live and you want to go back to it again, I'll have some add-ons on the video before and after, same as always.
Yep. Yeah, we'll set up maybe like an educational one with like slides, it's like to go through the properties one.
Yeah.
A bit droney, but I think it's good to see them next to each other and kind of understand the main differences between the properties. So I'm happy to do that whenever.
Wonderful. Okay, so there's still BDM discussions on the chat, but is there anything else that you would like to mention? Let us know something that we haven't talked about regarding Palace.
No, I'm starting FAMs up again. And I think it's been really important to me to get out back to our properties, because I think when people see us there, I think that's a really good way for them to feel more confident traveling as well. Obviously within your own comfort zone, if that's something that you want to do or not, but I highly encourage you guys to get out there, post it on your social media or whatever, so that people can see that if you guys feel comfortable doing it, that they can as well. So I do have FAMs coming up. I'm sure people in your territory also have FAMs going up as well. But that is a push that I really want to encourage everybody to do it.
Yeah, and if you are doing a FAM, again, as Michelle said, just make sure to post videos, pictures. Even if you're doing an independent FAM, the advantage with Palace is they have a lot in one area. So either you're renting a car or hiring a driver and someone, you can cover a lot of Palace resorts in one day.
Absolutely, and I can set, if you guys are down in that area or near any of our properties, I can set you guys up with site inspections, anything that you need. So just let me know, and I'm happy to help.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So I'm happy we actually got to do it. I was a little bummed that we couldn't do it last week.
I know. I'm so sorry. But I'm glad that we were able to reschedule and it all worked out. Life has been a little crazy these past, a lot of changes. So buckling in, I'm glad we were able to do it though.
Yeah. We're adjusting. Everyone's talking about the new normal, but I think everyone just wants the old normal to come back.
I know. I miss the old normal. But thank you so much for having me. Really, this is wonderful. And if you guys have any follow-up questions, let me know. You guys have my contact. Or talk to Roy. That's fine. And I'll give all the contacts for BDMs, resources, all of that. So we'll be sure to pass it along.
So I'll post everything. Thank you, everyone, for spending the time with us. I don't think we have a session tomorrow, but we do have a few sessions next week. Make sure to check the events tab in the Facebook group. If you register to attend, it will send you a reminder as well. I'll see you all next week, and have a great day and the rest of the week. Thank you.
Yay! Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks for having me.